Itzy Lia's health concerns are concerning again. But when is BABYMONSTER actually going to debut? Are the Jennie and V dating rumors all but confirmed? Jaejoong's stance on idols publicly dating, RIIZE Seunghan updates, and more on today's episode of Totally Legit K-pop News with Angelina. So if you're interested, please keep on watching. Please feel free to skip through to whatever subjects interest you the most. Oh, and subscribe, like, comment, and share this video with friends you don't have. Okay. Previously, we have reported on Lia about how fans were worried about her after a fan cam of her at a recent fan sign event was going around. She looked like she was in pain. You know, she kept like grabbing her neck. It seemed like she had a disc problem. And even 3 weeks ago, JYP announced that she would be sitting out of the World Scout Jamboree. This time around, while also citing health concerns once again, they announced that she'd be sitting out of her schedules of the day, with the company saying the following: "We are letting you know that due to health reasons, Lia will not be participating in the following scheduled activities." So she had MVC's music core as well as a fan sign-in video call. "We will contact those who were selected for the event separately. We made the decision for Lia to not participate because we considered our artist's health our top priority. We ask for the generous understanding of the fans and we will do our utmost to help our artist recover." So for a while now, people have been worried about her, thinking she has, you know, some neck issues. So of course, we wish Lia a speedy recovery for whatever it is she might be going through. Let's talk about BABYMONSTER. When is BABYMONSTER going to even debut? You know, after YG jerked us around saying, "I'm eliminating 2 members," and I was telling all of you, he's literally not going to do that. That's way too spicy for K-pop. And all the baby K-pop fans were like, actually, he said it with his own mouth that he was going to eliminate 2 members. Why would he lie about that? What do you mean? All of that fighting back and forth just for him to come back and be like, "LOL, JK, they're all debuting." I just feel like a lot of K-pop stans got away with saying something silly like that. And I just feel like we need to shame K-pop stans a little bit more. Not just me. But I digress. So it was previously announced that the group would debut in September. And I've seen so many tweets in August, like August 31st. Was there a 31st in August? You get the point, okay? I saw so many people at the end of August being like, a debut announcement tomorrow. We're manifesting a debut announcement tomorrow. We're 3 days into September. I haven't seen a goddamn thing. I mean, literally, BABYMONSTER to debut in September, says YG Entertainment on July 11th. July! I mean, people are waiting, and I keep seeing these like articles popping up that are saying a whole bunch of nothing. Look, finally, YG's new girl group is debuting this month. Where? There was an article saying that they are debuting with a hip-hop song in September, but then again, there was an article saying that they won't debut until fall, so we'll only know when they're out. You know, I asked my toxic Blink friend Sherry when she thinks BABYMONSTER will debut, and she said 2025, so here are some of the comments for the post. "I'm seriously so looking forward to Baemon. 13 years old," and then someone responds, "That's the international age, she's 15. So of course there is a little bit of controversy surrounding this group because they are quite young, right? Come faster, there are a lot of talented kids. I'm looking forward to them. Looking forward to Ahyun and Chiquita. All of them are such good singers. I like Farita and Aurora so much. Ryuka is so pretty. Ahyun, I miss you." There are only 3 Korean members. You're telling me that this group has more foreigners. Is that true? There's only 3 Korean members? But no matter how much they push it back, they'll debut this year, right? Please debut in September. I wonder because you would expect for a debut for there to be so much hype surrounding it, so much time to really digest this. Which, you know what? They could announce it today and then they'll debut at the end of September. I think they could potentially debut at the end of September. But in these 5th gen times, it is a little concerning to think, oh, they're going to debut in September, but we haven't heard anything from this yet. Where's our pre-release? Where are... 5th gen is so oversaturated with so many pre-releases and so on, right? So you would expect the same thing. I mean, they even did it with Blackpink. Maybe Blackpink even paved the way for this, for the popularity of pre-releases. You can let me know what you think about that. Because the first time I even noticed a group doing a pre-release was Blackpink with How You Like That. And now suddenly you cannot escape a pre-release. Honestly, any group I can think of, there's so much material before they even debut that it is a little concerning. I think BABYMONSTER are going to succeed no matter what because they are YG's newest girl group. But you would expect a little bit more marketing, right? So either it's going to be announced literally today for the end of September, or it might get pushed back. Let me know what you think about that. My favorite response to all this is that, you know, YG said they debut in September, but didn't say which year. No, they're definitely gonna debut in 2023. I can feel it in my heart. And actually, tomorrow. I think it's gonna get announced tomorrow. Leave your comments below, like your prediction of when it's going to be like officially announced. And whoever first gets the closest guess, I will send you a Kevin photo card. Promise. Swear to God, on my life, I'll send you a Kevin photo card. But you can't edit your comment. after the fact. I'll watch you. Ever since V and Jennie's pictures were leaked, I honestly thought it was all but confirmed that they're dating. And I know as long as nobody really comes out and says, hey, we're publicly dating, you can't really make any assumptions, though. Sometimes the evidence is just so damning that you're like, okay, like I think this is a reality, guys. There's just only so much evidence that can come forward before you're like, okay, I think I believe this. But that's not the case for everyone. There's still a lot of people who are V Jennie deniers. Is that their couple name? Jennie and V couple name. I need to know. What do you guys call them? Vennie? Not Vennie, you're kidding, right? I digress. There's still a lot of Jennie and V relationship deniers. For whatever reasons, I'm sure everyone has their own reasons. Certainly not because you yourself want to end up with either of them. I'm not judging. I was a Taemin stan back in the day and it went pretty wrong. Got a little obsessive, not gonna lie. It happens to the best of us. I have nothing but understanding in my heart for you, don't worry. But this whole relationship is back in the news once again because V apparently posted this to his Instagram story. The background of his Instagram post features the same background in the leaked photos. You can see that little painting with like the black square with the line through a triangle thing. And a lot of people thought that this photo was photoshopped. But anyways, then this is V's Instagram story apparently. And we see that same painting. Also, a lot of people were telling me like BTS are the only idols who like really support Samsung. But like, why is his phone covered like that? I'm curious. No, I'm starting shit already. No, I take it back. So of course people think that this is kind of a confirmation because if you knew that certain photos were leaked with a certain background and then you release your own photo kind of confirming that certain background, like people think it's a confirmation. I mean, is there a possibility that he like paid zero attention to the leaks and he's just posting photos the way he wants to? Maybe? Do you know what I mean? Like, is he paying so much attention to like the little details of the leaked photos like we are? I don't know. But anyways, here are some of the reactions. Why are these stalkers doing this kind of stuff online? The two of them look good together though, honestly. They match well. How come V can get protected while another idol who recently got into a dating scandal with an influencer received so much hate? I think this is in reference to Joshua and his alleged dating scandal, which is a really great point because, well, I don't know. I've seen a lot of stuff between Blackpink and BTS, between Blinks and ARMY. So I don't know that that's like a fair thing to say, that he's necessarily protected. But then again, while reading the comments, it also does seem like it's more or less accepted. I don't know. If you're on Twitter, let me know. I feel like that's where all the shit goes down. Oh wow, even if it were a mindless act, this is basically just him confirming everything. I like that photo of V and Jennie because they look like a couple that's very comfortable with each other. Ugh, please don't give this more attention. Let's just ignore this. There's already enough evidence, so it's almost like they want the public to know. So why is the public being so sensitive about it and ignoring it? I'm more surprised that there are people who still think the leaked photos aren't real. I've seen some in my comments, people being like, no, actually guys, there's no way to confirm this. And actually, the videos of Jennie and V in Paris walking down the street was actually a different couple. And I was like, okay, I know that there were some photos in Paris that people were like, this is Jennie and V. And then they're like, no, actually, that wasn't Jennie and V. But there are some videos of allegedly Jennie and V that people also thought that Jennie did the same thing, that Jennie all but confirmed this relationship through her own Instagram post. A couple of months ago, Jennie posted on her Instagram the same exact outfit that she was wearing, allegedly, while walking down the streets of Paris with Mr. V. Because as we all know, there was videos released of them having a romantic stroll. So Jennie's post basically just says a few weeks back, and she's just showing off her outfit, and a lot of people thought this is just like a blatant confirmation of the facts, because of course we've all seen the videos of them having a romantic stroll in Paris together. I would love to know what you guys think about this. If you believe it, if you don't, no judgment again. And let's move on to our next subject. So we all know Jaejoong, originally from DBSK, now JYJ. Are they still promoting? In Heaven is literally the most beautiful K-pop song on earth. He was recently featured on an episode with Girls' Generation Seunghan, and it's kind of going around that he said that idols shouldn't publicly date, which has garnered some mixed reactions. He starts off by complimenting Seunghan and her boyfriend, saying that they look good together. It's so hard to show that you're dating, especially since she's an idol and of course an actress. But he can't. I can't date someone publicly. Idols must hide. She then asks, what if your girlfriend wants to go public? To which he responds, I actually do have a girlfriend, and she's curious about this. She's like, I didn't see any articles written about this. Like, who is she? And then he makes the silliest joke known to mankind. My girlfriend is my fans. But nevertheless, there are some different reactions to what he said. So basically, translated, what he said is, I can't date someone publicly. Idols must hide. So some people think that he's right. Like, he literally didn't lie. The reaction to a lot of idols dating is less than favorable. So of course, he's not wrong. It's not like he said, I'm personally against publicly dating. It's the worst thing you could ever do. It's morally wrong to your fans. To me, it felt like more of a suggestion based on experience, but I don't know. However, others think he's contributing to like these delulu parasocial relationships between idols and their fans. Because of course, when you're like, my fans are my girlfriend, it kind of feeds into it. And then of course, seemingly having a stance that idols should hide their relationships also keeps on feeding into it. So then people might have this sense of ownership over their idols, this sense of, well, of course they're going to be single forever. How old is Jaejoong? I'm not trying to be ageist, but how long and how far into their careers are they really expected to hide dating? Again, I personally think it was more of like a cautionary tale more than anything. But like back in the day, I remember seeing like sasaeng compilations, and it was always TVXQ, always SM groups really. I can imagine he's seen some shit. I also thought it was like a funny transition into his lame joke, but let me know what you think about that. Do you think people are looking way too far into what he's saying, or do you think it really contributes to these awful parasocial relationships where people think they can own their idols? But on that note, it really helps us transition perfectly into the next story. Today in protest tracks, of course. So we all know about Seunghan from RIIZE. His previous couple photos were released, and it got pretty big to the point where he missed some scheduled activities, as well as he had to apologize. And we previously talked about fans' intentions. They're planning to put protest drugs outside the company, asking for his removal of the group, but now they've officially done it. Protest drugs demanding Seunghan's removal from RIIZE sent to SM Entertainment Building in Seongsu-dong. So let's take a little look. An obstacle for standing RIIZE. The nuisance member Hong Seunghan, take responsibility, leave. Do not use the other members to stir up media play about Hong Seunghan. What is SM 3.0? The era of embracing nuisance members? Branch 5, stop trying to pick a fight with fans and get your head on straight. Hong Seunghan, get out. Hong Seunghan, get out. Hong Seunghan, get out. Hong Seunghan, out. Now, of course, I do feel like there is more at stake here, specifically because Sungchan and Shotaro were in the group. I'm not saying that this wouldn't have happened had they not been in the group, but I really do feel that the pre-debut hype is a lot more because of them, because they are in fact ex-NCT members, and people have been rooting for them for so long, really wondering what their futures are going to be, and this is their chance, their next endeavor, so they really feel like Seunghan is ruining that for them specifically. At least that's what I've read in a lot of comments. Now, of course, there are a lot of people who are like, he literally was just dating someone and it's not a big deal. But we know how these things go. We know the story by now. We often see like very differing responses to dating from K-netizens as compared to international stands. But it seems like this time, even K-netizens are a little bit like, hey, this is a little much. So here's some of the responses. That is not the opinion of all RIIZE fans, only a select few selfish gallery users. Stop wasting money. These truck protests are nothing but a way to vent your anger in an unsightly way. Demanding that he leave from this incident even before his debut was going too far. Technically, he is the victim of invasion of privacy. In the end, the haters and crazies got the most fun out of this. It's probably true that he's going to be an obstacle for some fans who are interested in RIIZE, but the fans don't get to control all these matters so obsessively. Those people running this protest aren't fans, they're just looking for someone to attack. Even before his debut, this guy's attracted some nasty anti-fans. Legal repercussions is the only answer, SM. There have been so much more serious cases of idols committing actual crimes or hurting others, but this is just a case of private information being made public. Even if you're upset those messages on those trucks are too extreme, if those truck protests actually worked, way more K-pop idols would have left their teams by now. Genuine question, have you ever seen a K-pop protest truck result in anything? Chen, leave EXO. No. Seunghan, leave RIIZE. Not yet. We want this member to shine more. What if that member doesn't want to shine more? Do you know what I mean? It's a waste of time and money. But hey, at least it's entertaining as hell. We also have another update where the SNS users who spread photos of RIIZE's Seunghan and his alleged past girlfriend write public apologies. So it seems that they're issuing these apologies to potentially avoid heavy court fines. So this is what one of the users had to say when they took the photos from an anonymous post and spread them themselves. An anonymous account uploaded the photos and said that the girlfriend was a 2005 liner. A mood sent me the anonymous user post, which is how I first saw it. By the time I accessed the post, the original tweet indicated that it had been deleted. I saved the photos and posted them on my own account for retweets. It was my mistake for posting the photos with hashtags to indicate the person involved, all for attention. After the issue blew up, I heard from a real-life friend that the 2005 liner stuff was not right. So I replied to my initial post and clarified that the girl was not a minor. In conclusion, there is no proof that the girlfriend was a minor. I am fully aware of the gravity of my mistakes, and my post has since been deleted. I am deeply reflecting after causing concerns for money. That's where we are as of now. RIIZE are set to debut with Get a Guitar tomorrow. Have you guys been keeping up with HYBE's show, Are You Next? I was literally about to say, Are You Rigged? Foreshadowing. I know someone's gonna be like, it's actually Belift Lab. Listen, HYBE owns everything. HYBE owns Pledis. HYBE owns a door. HYBE owns the trees outside. HYBE owns your cat. So let's calm down. But anyways, they've officially revealed their final lineup from their survival show, as well as the group's name. Drumroll, please. All It. So the lovely opinionated Matt sent me this tweet. All It represents choosing your own verb to put between all and it. It expresses making independent decisions and shows their direction as the group with potential. This could go really bad because you're literally giving fans free range to write anything. The first response, I'll end it. The second response, I'll hate it. But you know what? If fans were mad that they didn't have as much power as they wanted to with the voting, you have literally, you can do anything with that name at least, right? But that brings us into the whole voting thing, right? Because it seems the final lineup ended up being a little bit controversial. But let's check out the lineup first and foremost. So there were 6 winners: Wonnie, Youngso, Minju, Iroha, Mocha, and Yuna. Now with this lineup, it seems that some people think that the show was rigged. Now this wouldn't be the first time that a show like this is rigged. I mean, the Produce series. Wasn't the Momoland show also rigged? So I do understand people's apprehensions toward these shows, especially if you pay money. So what were people upset about? Specifically, many were angered by the sudden changes in the show's voting process. Despite being advertised as a global project, the final episode revealed that international votes would not be included in the final episode and that the votes would only decide 2 group members, with the remaining 4 places to be decided by label pick. So I guess initially people thought they would have more power over the final lineup than ended up really being the case. Fans were already suspicious of the lineup being rigged after the show eliminated one of the most globally popular trainees. Just one day after the show's competition, many believed they were given evidence that confirmed their beliefs. Looking at the debut pattern of other survival show groups, you can see there is generally a pattern. In the case of Boys Planet group Zero Base One, after the finale aired, their social media accounts were the first thing established, with other ways of promoting the group done at a later time. However, All It, as soon as the group was announced, they were literally in Vogue Korea. That is kind of suspicious, right? Because in theory, it would take some time to, coordinate a photo shoot with Vogue Korea, have it released, editing, all that jazz. I've definitely seen some backlash towards this. How has a group who hasn't even debuted yet already have connections with Vogue Korea? We have some big 4 privilege at work here. It's so ballet core though. I just had to say that. I love the photos. The lineup was just announced yesterday and they're on Vogue. To be fair, I could imagine that HYBE had coordinated this with Vogue beforehand. Now, of course, this could lead us to believe that the final lineup had already been decided regardless of voting. I mean, I guess you could do like a really quick photo shoot, edit it and all that. I don't know. Oh, though a likely explanation is that the entire lineup of trainees that made the finale was photographed in case. Many believe this points to the group being pre-selected from the start. I don't think I've ever seen a program admit so blatantly rigging their lineup like this. OMG. Personally, I don't really think that's like evidence of the show being rigged. Like the article said, they could have photographed every single one of the members and then just selected the finalists, or HYBE had already coordinated this with Vogue to have like a quick photo shoot as soon as the finalists were announced. I don't know. Let me know what you think about that. I have seen some Reddit posts also complaining about like the show being allegedly rigged. HYBE legally rigged Are You Next? And it makes me angry like most people. Why did we even vote for the final round? It was literally pointless. Our votes were only 30% out of 100%, and it only affected the results of 2 trainees out of 6. Like WTF, and of course for the rest of the 70%, only Koreans got to vote. In conclusion, HYBE manipulated it in such a way that they cannot go to prison because they technically did nothing wrong. I do not expect the Dream Academy doing well because I don't think people will want to watch another rigged show. Edit for everyone saying this part cracks me up, but that isn't rigging. I know it isn't rigging, hence I called it legally rigged. I just thought that was really funny. I've also seen a lot of backlash towards Wonnie, who made it to the final lineup. People saying that, you know, she only trained for 2 months. There were so many other trainees that were better than her. So that also points to the show being allegedly rigged. And I've definitely seen the argument made time and time again that it's visuals over talent. If you're beautiful, you're probably going to make it into a group because the talent portion doesn't super matter. And I have to say, like, I could make a whole podcast episode about this, that visuals do matter. They absolutely do, because if you think about it, like even in concerts, K-pop idols are lip syncing. I mean, all you really could need to do is dance. So because the singing factor in and of itself has changed so much within K-pop to the point where even if you do hear live vocals, they are incredibly smoothed out and it doesn't seem very authentic to begin with, because you are going to be going on these shows. You are going to be promoting yourself. Like, you have to be enthusiastic. You have to have people like you. It's not enough to be talented anymore. Anyone can be talented. But of course, did you watch the show? Let me know what you think of all this, what you think of the final lineup. I keep trying to get into these shows. I will try my best with the Dream Academy so I could have a great opinion at the end of it all. Let's move on to K-pop shenanigans, which are basically fun little things that have happened in K-pop recently. BTS's V spent a day with a fan on an episode of You Worked Hard Today as well. I've seen so many clips of this going viral. It seemed like such like a wholesome, cute interaction between the two. Lucemble, the group made up of Luna members, have announced their fandom name. So let's check it out. So we have Crew. I thought it was Clue at first, which I thought was also really cute. So the name means that the Lucemble crew and Crew are one. And just like the moon orbits Earth, Crew is always together with the Lucemble crew. Mamamoo Plus announced their Asia tour, with Psychers announcing their US tour, and Purple Kiss as well. TXT to collaborate with Anita, and this single is going to be premiered at the VMAs. I literally love Anita and I'm so excited for this. But if it sounds like that Jonas Brothers song, I swear to God. New Jeans are brand ambassadors for Pepero. As for our K-pop song of the day, so of course it is JYJ's In Heaven. We just talked about Jaejoong, who was of course part of DBSK, and then 3 of the members left DBSK to form JYJ. Now when this song came out, I fell head over heels in love with it. The music video was so touching. It has a storyline. I know that's really shocking to hear for some of you 4th and 5th gen stans, but there's a storyline from start to finish, and it's very pensive and very touching and very sad. The ending, I can't spoil it for you, but the ending really makes you quit. You're just but not only that, the song is just so beautiful and emotional, and if you watch their live performances of the song, absolutely stunning. The emotions that they put into their live vocals is absolutely unmatched. I literally pray every single day. I don't pray, I'm not religious. I literally pray every single day for Jungkook from ATEEZ to cover this song. I think he would fit his vocal colors so well. I don't even know what vocal colors are, but I think it would fit as well. If I could praise a song, it's this one. Wait for it. The talent, oh my goodness. So yes, JYJ In Heaven, I absolutely recommend that song. I was gonna say From Hell and Back. What does that mean? No, why would I say that? Before we end this video, I do have a little comment response section. So this is from my video where we talked about RM saying that he wasn't going to apologize for his Frank Ocean story. So it seems that Kim Namjoon himself commented on my video. I'm pleased to be hearing from you all. I didn't know what to write and I hope this is nice enough. Please Please pardon me. I'm not so good at chatting with fans. I believe my true fans will understand. I don't discriminate any religion for everything. I'm sorry if my words get interpreted wrongly. I love you all. He even left a second comment. No intention to insult a religion 100. Wow, so I guess that clarifies it for us. Thank you, Kim Namjoon. So that is basically it for this video. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with friends you don't have. These are the lovely individuals who help support my channel on a monthly basis. It means the world to me. Thank you so much. As for me, I'm gonna get going, so I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Can you even hear anything? I turned the gain down so you wouldn't hear the shh, but my voice is likely a bit lower. I don't know what the trade-off is here. Actually, let me show you what the trade-off is here. Do you prefer this type of audio where you hear me much clearer, I guess, but you also hear the background noise like shh? Or 또다시 사랑에 죽겠니? That's hard. It's hard as hell.